see if I can help y'all with some game today. You know, why I feel like it, why I'm on the topic. Y'all already know how I rock. When I see something, you know, then it sparks something in me to talk about some shit. But other than that, you know, I feel like I done touched on everything. Sometimes you see some shit and it just makes you want to talk about it. So we're going to talk about it real quick. You know, there's a post that's just blasting this guy, how this guy did this woman wrong and all this other shit. Now, I'm not going to say take the post down, but take the guy's picture off, because it's not going to make other women not want to fuck with him. Just like when you dudes try to blast a dude and be like, he's a bad guy, blah, it ain't going to make them not want them or desire them. Same thing with you females when you do it to other women. If a guy's still going to want to, if you say this model right here, she's a gold digger, and if a man still want to deal with the chick, guess what? He's still going to deal with her. The moral that I want to touch on is looks are subjective, and good man and good woman, bad woman and bad man is subjective. Everybody's opinion of what a good man, bad man, good woman, bad woman is subjective. However, if you're smart, you go by what matters. You make sure that your subjective view is correct. You see what I'm saying? It's only subjective because everybody has a different opinion on who's a good woman or man, who's a bad woman or man, right? And the same thing with looks. It's the same exact thing. You might think this girl look good, I don't, whatever, right? That's why you can't worry about looks and shit like that, because all in all, you know, for the right person, you're going to look good enough. If you're a woman watching, for the right guy, you're going to look good enough. So all this, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that. Now, I'm not saying walk around here being unhealthy, 500 pounds and shit like that. You want to be the best version of yourself, but as a woman, you must remember that you're going to look good for the right person. That's the key. Not everybody the right person. Same thing with you guys, right? But this shit is all subjective, dog. You know, this good woman, good man, bad woman, bad man, it's subjective. I can scream at a woman till I'm blue in the face about this guy's not good for you. It could be my daughter, or let's say I have a daughter or a sister or something. If she still thinks that this guy is good in her eyes for whatever reason, she's going to deal with it. It does not matter. And that's what y'all got to realize. All this good girl, guy, bad guy, good guy talk, that shit is subjective as fuck. But make sure that your subjective view is correct. So what do I mean? When I look at my point of view of what a good woman is, I really got to be honest with myself and say, all right, this really is what a good woman is. Not what I think. She got a big ass, that makes her a good woman. No, what really is a good woman? That is the only way I'm going to pick correctly. Well, she fucks with me if I give her money. But when I don't, she don't want to fuck with me. But I want to fuck with her, so I'm going to go give her money. That's the incorrect way. You know, you might like the woman a lot, but you got to eat that. You got to eat that bullet. Like, man, I like her, but I know she only going to fuck with me if I give her shit. So, nah, fuck that. You got to eat that bullet. Just like a woman got to eat the bullet. Well, he really only fuck with me if we fuck, but not really if we just talk to each other. He really don't like me like that. Fuck it. I'm gonna eat that bullet. You got to do this shit, because all you're doing in the end is hurting yourself. All you're doing in the end is hurting yourself, man. Be honest with yourself about who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? And a lot of people get caught up in how much they like somebody. You can like the right person just as much. You're gonna like the right person and this wrong narcissist person. Yeah, you're gonna. A lot of people think that because they like a narcissist, they gotta pick them or something. So, just because you like somebody don't mean you gotta pick them. And a lot of times you don't even know who they really are. So do you really like them? Or do you like your perception of what you think they are? That's the problem. Remember when I said earlier, people have their own perception of who a good man is, who a good woman is, blah, blah, blah. Like, for instance, a woman could say a good man to her is a man that, let me put it like this. A man could say, because I could say it better this way. A man could say a good woman to him is a woman that cooks and cleans and got a job, whatever, right? Then another man could say, I don't even care if the woman cooks or cleans or has a job. Because I like this and this and this about the woman. That's what I think a good woman is. You see how that shit is different? So the same thing applies with these females. Some females think a man with no job and lives off a woman and shit, because he stays home or some shit, she thinks that's a good man because he cut the grass or some shit, but he don't work or nothing. But to her, that's a good man, right? It all depends on, people need to check their fucking, people need to check their perception of what a good woman or man is. You know, some people, oh, he's fine, so that's it. I don't care, he treat me bad. He fine, though. He light-skinned or this or that. He dark-skinned or whatever. He tall. To them, that's the perception they hung on. They hung on looks or some dumb shit, right? So until you make your perception of what a good woman or man is the true definition and then pick, you're fucked. Lust or love, which one you want? Because a lot of people claim they want love, but you really want lust, and that's why you're getting stroked. That's why you're getting stroked. Yes, this woman's not a supermodel, but she has all the attributes that make up a good woman. Let me just pick this one. Instead of, but she's not a supermodel, dog. Let me go over here to this supermodel who has no attributes of being a great woman. None. But I'm going to pick her anyway, aka NBA basketball players. And look what happens. Nobody wants to hear this shit, though, because everybody's hung up on their lust of who they got in their mind that they think is a perfect woman or man. And the crazy part is, this person don't even exist. What does that mean? Since the person doesn't even exist, you're never going to be satisfied, and you're always probably going to be looking for some shit that you're never going to get. I know he doesn't do this or that and this and that, but I like how he talks or he looks, so he's a good man. But in reality, he's not a good man. But to her, he's a good man because of this or that. Or, man, I know she ain't doing this or that, but she looks fine as hell. Or she got good head or something, so she's a good woman to me. You see how the perception of people can alter from this to that? So it's really on you at the end of the day. If you want the right woman or man, you got to you have to look at it the right way. Or do you want lust? If you want lust, then just keep talking to whoever you think is whatever your lust is, because people's lusts are different. Some people like money, some people like height, some people like skin color, some people like this or that, whatever, right? Some people like words, whatever, right? Whatever your lust is. But if your lust is not correct, meaning something that's going to actually hold weight and be sustainable and last as a relationship, then you're done. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you, dog. I don't know. You know? People eventually get tired of getting busted over their head, man. But most people don't want love. What they want is their lust to be loved. Most people do not want love. They want what their lust is to be loved. Because if they really wanted love, they would pick the woman or man that actually want them and actually trying to fuck with them. That's love, right? They really trying to fuck with you and shit, and they love you. They think the whole world of you. So what stops them from doing that? What they got made up in their mind as love? The person. But he's not 6'7", and he doesn't look this way and that way. So nah, that's not love. Yeah, you would treat me right, never do me wrong, but I want this over here. I'm gonna try to get this over here. And this guy don't even pay no attention. Or this girl over here could care less about you. Remember what the pimp said, pick the one that likes you, not the one that you like. Now, I feel like you gotta like the person that you pick, but I understand what he means by that. If you had a choice between two women that you liked, and one liked you and one didn't, remember, you like both, but one like you and one really don't, you better pick the one that like you. You better. Or you're fucked. But a lot of people have they're addicted to toxic shit, man. When everything is good and smooth and all that, no, this is too smooth and too good. Something got to happen. I need some toxic shit for adrenaline. Instead of going out and doing shit as a couple to get adrenaline and a high and shit, they want to cause it in a relationship, be toxic and shit to get it. And it's just sad for real, man. All I can say is don't let these people drag you down. Don't get caught up in that bullshit. You know better. Don't get caught up in it. Let them fucking fall by the sword because they don't understand the difference between love and lust and what's good and what's bad. That's their problem. They are grown ass people, and technically they do know better, but they don't want it. They don't want that. So it is what it is. You think women don't come across good men? Of course they do. They know which ones are good, but for whatever reasons, they want to pick this or that, and that's just their problem. I used to feel sorry for them, but now I know the truth, and I know they purposely, basically, are curving somebody that they know wouldn't do them wrong for somebody who they want for whatever reason, lust and all that dumb shit. Same thing with y'all men. Same thing with men, vice versa. It just seemed like it's the woman because she's the one who has the more of the choice because she's always getting offered a choice. You know what I mean? Way more than a man does. But it's the same shit. It's the same shit. You know? It's all about attraction. It's not about fucking love. You know, if it was about love, then everybody would pick the right person and you wouldn't see all the shit you see. So, you know, I'm going to say this again, and I say it 1,000 billion times. You have the choice to love who you want, but you can't choose who wants to love you. And that's the fucking issue that nobody gets through their skull. You cannot choose who loves you. You can only choose who you want to love. Now, some people might say they can't choose who they love and blah, 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 blah. That's that lust shit. Because I'd be damned if I just, I can't help but love this toxic woman. Bullshit. Unless I actually got attached to her, then I get it. I have to find a way to break away. But to say that I know this one's bad and this one's good, I can't help it. God just made me love her. Come on, man. That's some fantasy, ridiculous, dumb shit. It's dumb. You were caught up in your feelings instead of logical thinking. I know this girl ain't good for me, and I know she is, so let me pick this. Or nothing at all. Nobody want to do that, though. Everybody in fantasy land, they going to stay in fantasy land. So let them stay there. You don't go there, though. You don't fall by the sword. Let them. They want to fall, fine. If it means you guys stay single to not fall by a sword, like the rest of everybody else out here, then that's just what you got to do. That's just what you got to do. That's why you got to love yourself first. Because there's a good chance that you're going to have to be alone at some point in life. Maybe for the rest of your life. So you better be prepared. And when you love yourself, you tend to not choose lust when it comes to picking a woman or man. You tend to choose love more than lust because you know what's important because you love yourself. And when you love yourself, you're not going to take the risk of getting hurt. You know, you're not going to put somebody in your life that you know is bad for you because you love yourself. A lot of people don't love themselves. They want people to love them so they feel like they love themselves. That's why they put toxic people in their life or choose toxic men and women. You know, when you love yourself, you're not going to do that, man. I know she fine as fuck, but she's not good for me. It is what it is. Fuck it. Fuck it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out of here, man. This shit ain't going to change. And telling women that a man's bad or telling men telling women that a man's bad or telling men that a woman's bad, that's not going to matter. You think a man going to stop fucking with a woman that he want to get head and something from because I said she's a bad woman? No, he's going to do it anyway. So who gives a fuck? Dog, she cheated on me. You better watch her. You think he going to stop? He going to do it anyway. Who gives a fuck? Like, people are going to pick what they want to pick. The thing is, who are you picking? Who are you picking? A lot of people, it don't matter until the shit hit the fan. Nah, man, it's all right. I know he ain't good for me, but I'm going to just do it anyway. And then I'll just leave him alone after a little while. And then you already attached and you can't leave the toxic person alone. Same thing with a man. I know she bad, but I just want to get head a couple more times. And then now you attached to the toxic person. And now you can't break away and shit. People know who's good and bad for them. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't care what y'all say. No, I didn't know. You knew. You knew, man. Because the signs are always going to be there. God is not going to allow us to be deceived. If our intentions are good, there's no way that God is not going to show us signs that nah, don't fuck with that one. Or my bad. Don't mess with this one. But people are going to say, no, I didn't know. They love to play the victim. Yeah, you did. You knew that you should have probably picked that one instead of that one, but you didn't want to do it. So now you got to suffer. Because a lot of people think that it ain't going to be that bad when I suffer. or it ain't gonna happen, or I can change them, it'll get better, etc., etc. Then when the shit hit the fan, you gotta deal with that shit. So if you think that that feeling in that situation when the shit hit the fan is worth it versus picking someone right, then keep picking lust. I don't know what to tell y'all. Keep picking lust. Me personally, I know that just because a woman's a supermodel versus a good woman, I know that the good woman's the better choice. So until I feel like I should choose the good woman or come across them or whatever, I'm hypothetically speaking, until I feel like, nah, that's not, the bad chick is not better than the good woman, then I just won't pick nothing. Because I know if I pick the bad chick, I know it's the wrong choice. So why the fuck would I do that? She knows that these are toxic men and these are good men, but she wants the toxic men. When I say she, any woman watching, because they all doing it, except for some are smart. You know the toxic and you know the good. So until you decide that I'm going to pick the good guy over the toxic guy, you just stay single. You might as well just stay single and not get attached to a man. Because if you do, it's going to be hard to break away. Eventually, when women get ran down so much and destroyed so much and they're no longer the first draft choice, they finally say, all right, I'll pick the good guy over the toxic guy. But it's too late by then. They know. This is the key that I keep telling you, men. They know who the good guys are and who the toxic guys are. And a toxic guy and a good guy can be both, either or. But what are they to that woman? What do I mean? I could be good to the same guy that's toxic to her, to this chick, can actually be good to another chick because he likes the chick and he wants the chick. So it's really not about who's toxic and who's not. It's really about how they are treating you. That's why it goes back to how is she respecting you? Is she showing you respect and all this? It's not about is she a good woman, is she a bad woman? How does she treat me? When she's dealing with me, is there respect and shit like that there? That's what matters. Because that same woman can be good to me and go be bad to another guy. Or a same woman could be bad to you and come to me and be good, right? But be careful with that. Because that's where people start to think they could change people and start to ignore signs of a bad woman or man and all this other shit. Dog, it's gotta be hard being a woman. It's too easy. You have so many fucking choices, and you know she gonna pick the one that she likes the most, whether he's toxic or not. It don't fucking matter. The women who actually like the good guy the most, they're lucky, and that's the only way the woman's gonna be good. As far as a man goes, in other words, she actually likes the right guy the most out of all the other guys she could have. But then, on the other hand, you got most women who like the wrong guy out of all the guys they could have. And that's what you see. The vagina gives her the power to try to deal with the guy she likes the most. That don't mean he gonna like her though. Right? So really it's a luck thing. A lot of times, a lot of people say it's the woman not doing the guy right and this and that. Men will put up with women who do some bullshit. So it's not necessarily that. It's just that she picked the right guy. She picked the guy that actually she likes a guy that actually likes her back. Usually that's not what happens with the females. They usually like a guy that don't like them or is not good for them. And it's unfortunate because the vagina gives them access to that. See, as a man, you could like a superstar model that's toxic as fuck to you, but she might not even look your way. So you're lucky because you don't have that power of the vagina unless you got a lot of money. And that's why you see the NBA players getting stroked, because a lot of them women wouldn't even look their way if they didn't have the power of the money. But since they do have the power of the money, aka the power of the vagina, if they was a female, now the women who don't even really want them are fucking with them and taking them for money and shit like that. See what I'm saying? If you're a bum on a couch, shit, more than likely the only woman that's going to deal with you is a woman who really want to fuck with you. But once you take that same bum, now you got millions of dollars, now you got to worry about who really fuck with him, right? Now think about that and apply that to what a woman has to go through because of the power of the vagina. It's like hitting a lottery for her to pick the right guy. And this is why I say they're the only ones that are good are lucky that they like the right guy. In other words, she's lucky that either she's lucky that she liked the right guy or she's lucky that he likes her. What's the same thing? But sometimes you have the man liking the guy and the woman not liking the guy, right? But she'll still deal with him. But that's where you see all this. She really not satisfied, happy, and still wanting other guys type shit, right? But let's just say a happy relationship. That woman, either that woman picked the guy based off of what's right instead of her lust, instead of just lust, or she just luckily likes the right guy. It's really luck. Because the same other women who picked the wrong guy, the only difference is that they like a guy that's not good for them. And there's nothing you could say or do, or really nothing. He could do anything and she'll still like him until she's tired of liking him eventually. And then sometimes they still like the guy. They just stop dealing with him. Still like him. Still like the toxic motherfucker. I wouldn't be surprised if Sierra still like Russell. Not Russell. Future. But she just, fuck, I'm going to pick the right guy. I'm tired of getting done wrong. Or maybe she likes Russell too. But I'm sure there's probably still a part of her that still likes dude. More than likely. Unless Russell was able to rewrite that imprint. Good luck with that, though. Good luck with that shit. I'm so tired of talking about this shit. People know who's right and who's wrong. They gonna pick what they want. It is what it is. And then you got Facebook and shit blowing their shit up. Making them believe that they got more options than what they really got. Before social media, they kind of had a better idea of who liked them and who really don't. Now they don't know who likes them and who don't. All these fake options in their face. And if you got a vagina too, man, you got fucking fake options on steroids all around this motherfucker, blowing your head up, which makes good choices seem like they're nothing. You got the power of the vagina and social media who puts that power of the vagina on steroids. Now, the guys who are actually, if there was no social media, them guys that they be curving and shit, they would actually be good. Like, man, I really like this guy. But since the social media is here, everybody pretty much don't look good enough. Because the guy that she got in her head that she really want is a perfect guy, and there's no such thing. He doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. So social media, man, dog. It might have made it to the point women cannot be satisfied with men. I'm starting to think that shit. Before social media, she actually had to go out and see who would want to fuck with her type shit. And even then, the power of the vagina still gave her a bunch of bullshit ass options, right? But now she ain't got to leave. She could just wake up, get in her phone. And she can make herself look better than what she really do in reality. So there's even more options than what she really would have. So now you got people who really are just like 2s and 3s. And I'm not just talking about looks. Just in general, 2s and 3s. Walking around like they 10s. And looking at men who are 10s. Right? Men who got it all across the board, solid type shit. Looking at him like he a 2. And in the end, it's gonna the women are gonna suffer because they're gonna realize, damn, I really should have picked that one or that one. I really didn't realize that guy really was solid. Social media made me believe that guy wasn't good enough because all these guys, fake ass options in my face and got me blown up like I'm Beyonce Knowles and shit. That's what it all boiled down to. So if you're a man watching, wondering why they keep picking, and you got the devil too. Let's not forget about that. You know the devil is not going to, he going to do whatever in his power to convince females to not deal with the right guy. Because he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Why the fuck would the devil want the woman to deal with a guy who would never do her wrong and shit? Why? He don't want that. What he wants is her to get pregnant by some dude that don't want nothing to deal with her when she has a kid and all this other shit. And what happens? The devil succeeds and the woman falls by the fucking sword. Single mother and all this other shit, man. When she could have picked that guy. Same thing with you dudes, man. Now you're on child support and everything else, and the other guy who picked the right girl or had good intentions, so the Most High protected him, he on a boat somewhere with no child support, your ass on child support. The devil got you. A lot of times the devil convinced people that, nah, you wouldn't like him. You like this one. Look, he's so special and all this and all that. How many times I gotta tell y'all before I get off this motherfucker? The devil rewards people who do wrong. So if you're a guy or girl that's doing wrong, you're gonna get rewarded. Oh, here's some more victims for you. Destroy them too. Because the devil can't literally do it. He has to do it through people. Don't like him. Don't like that good one. Like him. Man, he's lame though. Look what he just said in the text. But look what he said in the text. Like him. Just pick him. And you can say I'm making this shit up or I'm reaching all you want. Then look, go outside and look. On social media, look. If it's just me, look on social media. Go outside and look. Look at the results of all the women who have to raise kids by themselves and shit. Or the men on child support and shit and all this other shit. If it's just me and I'm making this shit up. No, it's the devil, dog. At the end of the day, it all boils down to the devil. That's why you got to check yourself. Like, man, I like this girl, but should I really like her? Is it shit that really matters? Or is it just the devil in my ear? Nobody want to do that. They want to be la la land. He's so fine, la la land. And then when the fucking reality hits, once he shits on you, now you got to deal with the reality by yourself. And then when they hear videos like this, they don't want to hear that shit. They want to go somewhere where a guy's just telling them what they want to hear. They like them pages. They don't like these pages because they know that I'm bringing that heat. They can't handle the heat. But if they were smart, they would listen to some shit like this. Like, me making some sense. But they not. Because I'm not talking about what they want to hear. I don't have a blunt. I don't have status. All that bullshit that don't matter. But what I do have is knowledge. And realness. But look. The devil's here to steal, kill, and destroy. And he's going to keep doing it. Oh, not me. The devil won't get me. Next thing you know, 10 years later, she's a single mom. Crying on Facebook about how men ain't shit. Oh, the devil didn't get you right. He ain't gonna get you right. He ain't gonna convince you to like the wrong person, right? He not gonna convince you to like the wrong girl, right? Nah, the devil would never do that to you. Because who you like is legit and who everybody else like was just wrong. And that's why it happened to them. Not me. I know who to like. You sure about that? You sure about that? I suggest you double check, triple check, quadruple check. Make sure that what you think you want in a woman is accurate or in a man is accurate for the accurate reasons, not just some dumb reasons. I'm not going to just pick a woman because I like big asses or nice hair or whatever. That's not enough. That's cool, but that ain't going to stop me from getting my fucking heart broke, crying in a fucking car. Or on child support. That's not going to stop that. So why don't women think this way when it comes to men? Okay, he's 6'5" with tattoos and stuff, but is that going to stop him from getting me pregnant and leaving me alone? Why the fuck don't they think this way? Shit ain't worth it. Yeah, she got a big ass, but it ain't worth being on child support. Not when I could pick a woman who has a nice ass too that actually want to fuck with me. It don't make sense. But everybody think the devil ain't going to get you. The devil can't do shit to you. He has to use people. And his biggest tool is fucking money and women and men. That's his biggest tools. So anytime you look at another person and think, oh, he's so fine, she's so fine, ask yourself, should I really like this person? Or don't ask yourself and just go ahead and like them and then probably fall by the sword. I don't give a fuck. I ain't trying to be on no child support. I ain't trying to come home and she fucking another guy. I ain't trying to be in a relationship with a woman who really wants to fuck him and him and him and him and not fucking me at all. I don't want that. And as a woman, if you ain't trying to do all this heartbreak shit, you're going to have to pick the right guy. There's no way around it. You're going to have to pick the right guy, or just don't pick no guy. If you, in your mind, can't, for some reason, like and lust the right type of guy, then just don't pick no guy. Or if you're a man and you know that you like bullshit ass women, just don't pick no woman at all. Just stay single. Don't put your heart into it and shit, though. Man, fuck this shit. I'm out of here, man. Y'all got me behind and shit, man. But I had to say this shit, man. I had to say it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I love my life. I might not ever want a girlfriend again. I don't know. I mean, it is unfortunate to sound that way and shit, but shit, I'm happy. I'm happy. That's all that matters to me at the end of the day is happiness. I ain't trying to go through that, who you fucking type shit. I'd rather just have female friends if that's the case. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. The longer I stay single, the more I'm going to understand what type of woman I should pick, too. That's another thing. A lot of people don't even stay single long enough to get to know themselves, which will ultimately help them understand what type of woman or man they should pick. Because the better of a woman or man you become, the better you're going to have an understanding of what woman or man you should deal with. And I don't know, man. Devil busy, though. It's funny how, like, if you act like you don't like a girl, they all over you. If you act like you like her, different story. That's the devil. That's the devil, man. Making them like you if you don't like them. Or when you like them, I don't like him. What's the difference? The difference is you like the girl. And the devil know that, so I don't like him. Like him over here. Distractions like a motherfucker. Women be coming across the right guy, but social media make them feel like he's not good enough. Or the devil will just simply send your lust. He knows what you lust, so I'm going to just send her this lust her way. What, Tawana came in her life? They've been texting? Oh, let me send this light-skinned guy her way that she really been desiring, so I could curve that. Nah, fuck that. I can't let her have Tawana because he'll do her right. Let me send her lust, whatever. I can't let her like Tawana, so let me send Chad, the blue-eyed white dude, or the light-skinned guy, whatever she lusts before she ran into Tawana. No, I can't have that shit. This is what the devil do. That's why when you get a girlfriend, everybody and their mama want to talk to you now. Now your phone blowing up and shit. Your phone was dead for 30 years straight. Now you got a girlfriend, everybody and their mama back. Nah, man, that's the devil. It's diversion to distraction. Same thing. Oh, a good guy came her way. Let me give her a bunch of likes on that picture so she'll get blew up in her head again and think that I got all these niggas on deck. I don't need a man. And then she fall back into that trap. None of these guys are good enough for me, even though he way better than me in real life. He way up here and I'm down here. He ain't good enough. That's what they do. Same thing with dudes. She ain't good enough. Man, fuck it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all ain't gonna get it. Y'all ain't gonna get it. Go ahead. Fall by the sword, man. Fall by the sword, man. I'm done talking, man. Fall by the sword. Enjoy. I know how that sword feel, and that motherfucker hurt. Luckily, the Most High spared me and I didn't end up with child support and all that other shit. But it still hurt. Imagine if I did that. I wouldn't even be where I'm at. But when you have good intentions, sometimes the Most High spare you. But that ain't no guarantee. I deserve better. The post said I deserve better. Yeah, you could say you deserve better until you blew in the face. Are you going to pick better though? You could deserve the best all the fuck you want. But if you don't pick what you deserve or what you feel you deserve, you're not going to get it. I'm with this supermodel who treats me like shit, dog. I deserve better than this. Well, how the fuck am I going to get better if I don't leave the bitch alone? I deserve better than this. I'm tired of working here. How the fuck am I going to get more money and better if I don't move along and find a different job, huh? If you complain, you're going to stay the same. If you deserve better, then do it. Talking about ain't going to do nothing. I deserve a good man. Well, pick one. Oh, that's right. That's that kryptonite. I forgot. That's their kryptonite. My bad. All these women say they deserve a good man and won't pick one. Ain't that a bitch? You know why? Because what they think a good man is, isn't. Right? Or maybe he is. Maybe he is a good man, but he doesn't want to be a good one to you. So therefore, by default, he's not a good man. Because it all depends on you. What good is it if she's a good woman to me? What good is it if I think this woman is a good woman, right? But she doesn't want to be that good woman to me. However, she's a good woman. She just doesn't want to be it to me. But if she got with the guy she really wants, she would be the good woman to him. What good does that do for me, though? Even if this is true, this woman is a good woman, right? And if she was with the guy she really wants, she would be good to him. But since I'm not, let's just say this, I'm not, she's not good to me. What good is that? It's irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. That's why I don't give a fuck about that good girl, bad girl shit. At the end of the day, how you going to move when you're dealing with me? That's what I'm worried about. I don't care how many bodies she slept with. I don't give a fuck, really. I mean, in a way, but you're never going to know anyway, so what's the fucking point? And the only way you probably would know is how she acts and moves and shit. You could probably tell by that. Other than that, you're not going to know. And I don't care. Just like, is she cheating on me? Is she not? Really, I don't give a fuck. Because for one, I'll find out, right? And for two, how is she acting when she's around me in my presence? She's not mine anyway. Unless she says she's mine. I don't determine that shit. So when she's not around me, it doesn't matter. She's the one that determines if she wants to fuck with me when she's around me or not. Some of it could depend on how I'm treating her or whatever, whatnot. But not always. I could be treating her like gold and she still want to talk to whoever. Then you got some who treat a woman like shit. And she's faithful, won't talk to nobody else. So like I said, it all depends on who the person, what they want to be to you and shit, man. Man, I hope y'all get this shit, man. The ones who's supposed to get it gonna get it. The ones you ain't gonna get it, man. You ain't gonna get it. You're gonna be a hamster in a reel. Just keep running around over and over again. You know, just keep falling for the fucking trap over and over again. The devil gonna keep doing that same move. You in a basketball game playing the devil, he gonna keep using that same move, scoring on your ass every time. Every time he gonna keep scoring on you. It worked last time, I'm gonna do it again. Devil gonna keep doing the shit he doing until you sniff it out. Like, this is the devil. That's the devil, man. Nah, let me just deal with this good one. This good dude or this good girl. I know why women are coming around now that I found this good woman. I already know what it is or whatever. Or I know why. Yeah, I'm missing a narcissist and want to go back to the same abusive bullshit. But that's just the devil trying to keep me away from finding somebody great. Because as long as he can keep me coming back to that attached narcissist, you know, I'm not going to be able to move along to someone great. And you're going to fall for the same move. The devil going to use that person, that narcissist, to say the same corny ass lines and shit to reel your ass right back in. And now you're right back in the wheel again. Motherfuckers just don't get it.